Yaron Lischinsky and Lynn Milgrim, two young representatives of the State of Israel, were murdered a few hours ago in an horrific terrorist attack in Washington.
Tragedy struck the U.S. Capitol last night as two staff members from the Israeli embassy were shot and killed outside a Jewish museum in Washington, D.C. The FBI is now investigating the deadly attack, which may have been motivated by antisemitism or political extremism. A deadly shooting outside the Capitol Jewish Museum on Wednesday night has left two Israeli embassy staff members dead and a community in mourning. The victims have been identified as Yaron Lischinsky and Lynn Milgrim, a couple described by the Israeli embassy as being in the prime of their lives. According to officials, Lischinsky had recently purchased an engagement ring and was planning to propose to Milgrim next week in Jerusalem. The shooting occurred around 9:08 p.m. local time, as the couple was leaving a networking event hosted by the American Jewish Committee. Authorities say a man opened fire on a group of 4 people with a handgun before entering the museum. The suspect, 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez of Chicago, was arrested at the scene. Video footage shows Rodriguez shouting, "Free, free Palestine," as he was taken into custody by police. Witnesses initially mistook him for someone in distress and even offered him water before realizing he was the alleged gunman. Rodriguez is currently in custody, and the FBI is investigating the shooting as a potential terrorist attack or hate crime. Metropolitan Police Chief Pamela Smith confirmed that Rodriguez was not previously known to law enforcement and had no history that flagged him as a potential threat. According to BBC Verify, he had been employed at the American Osteopathic Information Association since early 2024. Israel's foreign minister condemned the attack, calling it a direct result of toxic anti-Semitic incitement that has intensified since the October 7, 2023 Hamas assault.
Yaron Lischinsky and Lynn Milgrim, two young representatives of the State of Israel, were murdered a few hours ago in an horrific terrorist attack in Washington. My condolences go to their families and to the staff of the Israeli embassy in Washington, D.C. I spoke this morning with Daniel, Yaron's father. I told him that his son was a warrior on our diplomatic front that felt just like a soldier in the battlefield. Yaron and Sarah were murdered at the Jewish conference of the AJC. This is the direct result of toxic, anti-Semitic incitement against Israel and Jews around the world that has been going on since the October 7th massacre. Recently, we have witnessed an unprecedented wave of terror attacks and attempts against Israeli missions around the world, with an emphasis on Europe. There is a direct line connecting anti-Semitic and anti-Israeli incitement to this murder. This incitement is also done by leaders and officials of many countries and international organizations, especially from Europe. The words are the modern blood libels. These libels about genocide, crimes against humanity, and murdering babies paved the way exactly for such murders. The global atmosphere has engaged Israeli and Jewish blood, has endangered Israeli and Jewish blood. This is what happens when leaders in the world surrender to the Palestinian terrorist propaganda and serve it.
In an emotional statement, Israeli ambassador to the U.S. Yechiel Leiter described the couple as a beautiful pair, adding that Lischinsky's planned proposal was just days away. As investigations continue, the Jewish and diplomatic communities are grappling with the impact of what many fear may be part of a rising tide of politically and racially motivated violence.